Is the Fresh Prince no longer fresh? Okay, that's kind of weird to sound. Is the Fresh Prince no longer fresh? Okay, don't put that in the beginning. That sounds weird. People are going to think you're a weirdo, Nate. Howdy, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Talking Tommyrot. As always, check me out on Instagram at Garzanate. Search the hashtag Talking Tommyrot. I appreciate you all coming back to give it another watch. Today's episode is about the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Will Smith. Now, lately, he's been on a bit of a decline with his fans. I am one of his biggest fans, and I've noticed this as well. I hope that he can get back on the up and up, but with that being said, let's take a look back on why Will Smith is so famous today. So, of course, his rise to fame started with The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air way back in 1990, and basically when he went in for the audition for Fresh Prince, he wowed them so much that they changed the character to be more like Will Smith, so he had a massive impact on that show. And of course, that was one of the best shows of all time, and if you don't like it, I don't trust you, and you probably talk openly to the cops, like really openly, like you'll just go tell on your neighbors for something. I don't know. One of the best shows, one of my favorite shows of all time. Now, this, of course, led his career up into the big screen in 1995 with his first starring role in Bad Boys. And I swear to God, for the next decade after Bad Boys, this guy was in a successful movie almost every single year. It goes Bad Boys, Independence Day, Men in Black, Wild Wild West. He fucking played Muhammad Ali. Here come the sequels with Men in Black 2 and Bad Boys 2. And then, in my opinion, the renaissance of Mr. Will Smith, I, Robot, Hitch, The Pursuit of Happiness, I Am Fucking Legend, and one of the best of all time, Hancock. Now, all these movies came out from 1995 to 2008. That's like 75 movies that came out in that span. And he killed it in every single one of these movies. I mean, killed it. Not one of those movies is bad. Not one. Wild Wild West might be the worst one, and that's still a pretty good movie. Now, his last movie that was really, really good in that era was a movie called 7 Pounds. More of a dramatic role, but he got critical acclaim for it. Then he took a little break. Came back in 2012 for Men in Black 3 to finish out the Men in Black franchise, and that movie did okay. This is where it starts to get real bad for Mr. Smith. In 2013, he did a movie with his son Jalen called After Earth. It was horrendous. One of the worst movies of the 2010s. It is horrific. Really bad. I could only make it through 5 minutes. He follows that up with Concussion, which I will admit was actually a pretty good movie, and he did pretty good in that, so I will say there's one shining spot in this little dull space here. Concussion was okay. And then he follows that up with Focus in 2015, and that movie was just straight boring and had no plot whatsoever. Some critics called Will Smith's performance boring and uninspiring. Will Smith? Boring and uninspiring? Will Smith. Oh! And then 2016, guys, this is where he hit his lowest point, in my opinion, and it's not even his lowest point, it's just this movie is absolute shit. Suicide Squad. Now, you guys know how I feel about Suicide Squad, okay? It's a horrible, horrible movie, and his portrayal of Deadshot was okay. To be fair, I really don't think it was Will Smith's fault. I think he was just going for something with career longevity, and he chose a superhero role because that's what's killing right now. Like I said, his performance was okay, wasn't bad, could have been better, but the overall movie was not his fault. That was Mr. David Ayer. You're a shitty director. Stop directing movies. Because David Ayer also directed the next Will Smith movie, Bright, which was a Netflix release, which was horrible. That movie sucked. That movie really upset me how bad it sucked. It was predictable. Will Smith was in it just for comedic relief, and he wasn't even that comedic. He was actually really mean throughout the whole movie, and it wasn't really a Will Smith. I didn't like anything about that movie, and I was really upset that he was in it. Really upset. But again, David Ayer, you are the problem with that movie. Stop making movies. You're not, I mean, you made like one good movie, dude. I may not be good at making movies. I'm probably not good at making movies, but you really suck. So stop. Okay, so from like 2013 to now, Will Smith has just been on a missing streak. All of those movies from 2013 on did pretty bad at the box office, did pretty bad critically, and it seems like he's just taking roles to make money now, and I never want to say that about Will Smith because I love him. But he does have a performance coming up in Aladdin. Of course, he's playing the genie. When I first heard this casting, I was very excited because I think the genie can be played really well by Will Smith. I think he can put his own twist and flavor on it, which is great. But then they had to drop this trailer a couple weeks ago and show the CGI on the genie, And what? That CGI was pretty fucking bad. You don't need to make the genie actually look like Will Smith. You can just make it look like a genie and have Will Smith's voice. You understand that, right? Disney, you have like the reputation for the best CGI of all time. Why does this look like poop? I really hope they fix it before the movie. This could be a make or break point for Will Smith fans. I mean, they've been disappointed for the past few years. If he does a shitty performance of the genie in Aladdin, people will boycott. Of course, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think he's gonna give a great performance. Like I said, it's just the CGI that looks kind of crappy, and I hope they fix it before the final movie. I'm really hoping that Aladdin starts his redemption arc and Will Smith comes back with fucking full force, because Will, I love you. I love you, Will Smith. All of us love you. Now come back and get jiggy with it. But I don't know, guys. Just a random thought I had. Are people sick of Will Smith? Is he really on a decline? Or is he going to be an American treasure for the rest of his life? Yes, he's going to be. But let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Are you a fan of Will Smith? Do you think he's been on a decline? Do you think he's going to kill it as the genie in Aladdin? I don't know. Let's find out. But as always, thanks for coming by and checking out the video. Follow me on Instagram at Garza8. Search the hashtag Talking Tommyrot. Leave a like and comment on this video, and maybe hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I love you guys a lot, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.